I am what you made me. That was such a fantastic line. The first season of Obiwan got incredible numbers on Disney Plus. The series was mostly well reviewed, but did get some criticism on its script, the special effects, and the overall tone of the series. Sometimes it felt like a cartoon. Will there be a season 2? That's mostly what people are wondering. Like, what's going on with the show? Was this just a one-off series? Because there were plans back when it was a movie. There were plans of making it a trilogy of some sort, and I think Ewan McGregor and both Disney was on board with it being a trilogy, and then something changed during production. Ewan McGregor certainly wants it to happen. He wants season 2. He wants the Obi-Wan story to continue. He has made very public statements that he's interested in playing this character again, and I'm interested in seeing him play the character once more. I really enjoyed the first season of Obi-Wan. I thought there were some silly moments. The script could have been better. I think that maybe 6 episodes was just a little too much for the story that they had. They could have just done more, in my opinion, with the storytelling. They could have added more flashbacks through the Clone Wars. They could have done just a bunch more. But I thought I was satisfied with what Deborah Chow did with the work Deborah Chow did, and I loved actually the acting in the first season. I thought the acting was phenomenal. And I also think that season 2 can be even better if they do one. I think that they can improve the things that didn't work from season 1. And I think that season 2 can work eventually if they decided to make it smaller. I think going smaller for season 2 is the way to go. Just don't add Vader again. Don't use the Emperor. Just focus on Obi-Wan on Tatooine and you're good to go. Here's a recent quote from Obi-Wan himself, Ewan McGregor, who spoke about like a potential season 2. I would love to do it, but there's been no talk about it yet. There's a lot going on in Disney. And it also sounds like he's been championing it for a while. Here he expands his thoughts. There was originally gonna be a movie, but I've often thought, should it have been a movie? But I kind of think it's great that they did it that way, and it's a longer story. And hopefully it's more satisfying as a result, McGregor said. We got more time to weave a story. Let's hope they do another one. Can everyone write to Disney? It certainly sounds like Ewan is enthusiastic in making another one. He's asking fans to write to Disney and just championing it. For season 2, which I think is great. I think it's great when an actor is excited about the property and he's not like this thing on Obi-Wan. I think he's really excited about it. I love Ewan McGregor as an actor, and I really enjoyed seeing Hayden Christensen come back as Darth Vader. I thought he did a great job as well, and just seeing them fight at the end of the season, I think was just amazing. It was really just a great finale. I also like to wonder how it would have happened if the show had made a movie, a trilogy of movies. Not to say that they can cherry pick things that Stuart Beatty, who wrote the first couple of drafts for the movies, they can't use what he wrote. Beatty also mentions that Disney and McGregor at the time were on board with them making a trilogy of movies, which means something changed in the process during production. Stuart Beatty, he said that something changed. They were supposed to make movies, but my feelings on it is that Solo didn't perform as well as they thought it was going to. Every plans for the Star Wars movies halted, and so they decided to go. They decided to make a TV show out of Obi-Wan Kenobi because the Mandalorian was popular as a TV series, but at the same time they didn't have like the same budget for Obi-Wan season 1 because you can tell that the special effects should have been more expensive for the first season, and they were sort of subpar. So I think that a movie budget would have done wonders for this series. I really do. Stuart Beatty also speaks about the what he would have done with the first and second. He doesn't talk about the third one, but he talks about the first two, what he would have done with the first two movies. The first one was the first movie, which was the show, which was surrender to the will of the Force. Transport your will, surrender your will. Leave the kid alone. Beatty explained. The second was thinking about where Kenobi ends up, and one of the most powerful and probably the most powerful moment in all of Obi-Wan's story is that moment where he sacrifices himself in A New Hope. Great moment, makes you cry. But if you stop and think about it, it's a pretty sudden thing. To just kind of to be a fighting guy, to see Luke and go, I'm gonna die. That to me, that required forethought. That required pre-acceptance, and that this was going to happen. He also had this to say regarding the fact that the movies changed to series during pre-production. It feels like he has sort of sour grapes on it, but I thought that his response to it was pretty diplomatic. He had this to say. It certainly rushed us, devastated, absolutely devastated, he said. But that's just the business, highs and lows. I'm glad it got made. I'm glad the show got made. I'm proud of my story that got told. It really is a diplomatic response. Maybe he still wants to work at Disney with Disney at some point. I would have liked to have seen what he intended the movies to be, but then we got a series, and I think the series was decent. Like I said, just I think they can improve some stuff for the second season if they in fact do it. I think it would be fascinating also to see just Obi-Wan train with Qui-Gon to be a Force ghost. Like Beatty said, it sort of takes Obi-Wan just a level of acceptance for him to just accept the fact that he's gonna die, just to let Luke, Han, and Leia escape in the Falcon on the Death Star in A New Hope. It really feels like he had a transition between the badass warrior and then just like sort of Jedi priest, knowing that he's gonna eventually arrive to his death. And I think that would be a cool concept to explore. Like I said, just you just have to take it down a notch. Like don't try to make it season 2 big. Keep it small. And you can even have like somebody attack town that Obi-Wan is near, and he can protect the town just like from threats. Like you can have Tusken Raiders be the threats, or Pikes, or even Crimson Dawn. Crimson Dawn would be a great adversary for Obi-Wan. Maybe that's what keeps him busy during the second season. You can even like introduce Darth Maul in the series and Kira, but just don't have Darth Maul and Obi-Wan meet, because that's gonna contradict Rebels. They haven't met since the Phantom Menace, and they're gonna have their final confrontation in Rebels season 3. So you just can't really have them meet unless you're gonna do that fight over again and have Ezra Bridger come in. But yeah, I think there's a potential for season 2. I think Disney should make season 2. But yeah, we'll just wait and see. We'll wait and see what happens with the show, with the series, with the future projects that Disney just announced. It looks like they're busy. It looks like they have a lot on their plates right now. So maybe I'm not expecting season 2 right now, but maybe in the future. So let me know in the comments below what you think about Obi-Wan the first season, and if you'd like to see season 2. Please subscribe. See you next time. Bye.